To be part of your inaugural event. I'm really impressed with the turnout. I used to attend the ones in Austin and in Nashville, and it's not anywhere near this big, so you guys should be pretty proud of yourselves, especially for the first night. It's really impressive. I go to a lot of shows. We exhibit a lot, so I've always wanted something more centralized, so I think it's a great idea for you guys to try and create that community here so that it'll attract, hopefully, a big conference. I know I would really like to not have to go to New York City or Vegas every single conference, so I appreciate what you guys are doing. Just out of curiosity, how many of you guys are SEOs who don't work for 3D? Tony and Jeff, this is your pool of applicants right there.
Stop that.
Yeah. All right, so has anybody used Raven? Are you a current customer or tried it? A few of you? I'm not going to make this a commercial until later. So don't worry, I'm going to be showing you a lot of different types of tools. I think from start to finish, there's a lot that we need to cover here, and hopefully, if you have any questions or if you want to see any of these again, that's actually it's not up there yet. I forgot to do that, but after this, it will be available on SlideShare where we have all of our presentations. So don't worry about writing down all these tools. I've been told in the past not to just list a bunch of tools. You guys wanted me to narrow it down to a few of them for you, so I tried to do that. I'm sure you will find that there are dozens and dozens of tools we've found. Just keeping track of the different SEO tools in our community or in our industry. I mean, there's one that springs up like every week, so I'm sure you guys can find something that meets your needs. But when it comes to picking tools, I decided to break this into sort of a pyramid because there's 4 different needs that you have when you're looking for a tool. I think at first you're looking for the research stage, so you need to figure out what keywords to be targeting, what links to go out and get. But then your needs change a little bit. Then you move on to the campaign level. So now that you know what keywords you're targeting, what links you want to go after and get, you need something to manage that process. Then you take it one step further, now you need to keep track of all of that, right? You need to know, how have your rankings changed if that's what you focus on? How is your analytics evolving? Are people talking about you more? Whatever you guys choose to focus on. And then finally, reporting. That's the element that most people hate because it takes forever to do. You're trying to become an Excel guru and really you're not. And so you're trying to make all these fancy charts and PowerPoint and go through all that. So there's not a lot of tools out there for reporting. I'll show you what Ravens does, but they're starting to come. And I think you're going to see that a lot more in the industry. I know SEO Moz, who's also in the industry, they have reporting now. So you're starting to get those options, and I think you're going to see that you'll be able to save a lot of time going forward. So if we break this pyramid into a couple different groups, down at the bottom level, and I'm going to try and cover tools for most of these. I don't want to bore you guys to death with tool after tool after tool, so I tried to inject a little strategy in it as well. So at the bottom of the pyramid, we have our content and keyword research tools. I also threw competitor analysis in there. That's something that I preach a lot about because I think that it's just free advice that's sitting out there. So I have a little bit of tools they could be using in that area too that we'll cover. And then you'll see at the next level that there's pay-per-click and social media tools in there. And you might be thinking, what the hell is that doing in there? This is supposed to be SEO tools. And I'll show you kind of my logic behind that. And then we'll move on to our analytics, conversion, and reporting stuff. But what I think is happening in this industry, and I'm sure you guys have seen it as well, is that it's evolving. So we're not just having to focus on SEO to get our work done. We're having to start to tap into the social realm, right? Now that Google forces everybody who signs up for an account to have a Google Plus account, you're having to think a little bit more about that. You can learn a lot from it even if you weren't doing it before. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention there. Same within the pay-per-click area. I'm going to teach you a couple ways that you could be using it to benefit your SEO as well. But all these different areas, even if you're at a big agency like this, you need to be working together and you need your tools to support that. The problem that we have, and what we were trying to solve at Raven too, was everybody's having to go to 20 different places to get their work done. And that's not efficient. I'm trying to send around Excel spreadsheets to everybody, make sure you're working with the most updated file, that you're not duplicating any work that I've already been doing. And so I think that's where this tool landscape is going, so we're evolving to make your guys' life easier.